welcome you all to the e-classroom of Khadaria. In previous classes, we learned about microorganisms, what are the types of it, what are the uses of it, and what are the harmful microorganisms. Here we are going to see microbes in food processing, which is nothing but microorganisms are using in food processing. For food processing, commonly used microorganisms are yeast, bacteria and molds, and there is one method which is known as fermentation, which helps to preserve food and form a new food product. It is a process which is carried out by microorganisms, results in the production of, like we can say, methane, which is organic acids, alcohol and esters. We'll move for food preservation. Food preservation has two techniques. One is traditional technique, another one is modern technique. By seeing this picture, you can clearly understand what is traditional and what is modern. In traditional technique, a person making a pickle by adding a salt, which is act as a preserve agent in home. In modern technique, a person checking a milk which is boiled by using a thermometer, which comes under modern technique. In traditional technique, there is a first process which is a fermentation. Fermentation is the microbial conversion of starch and sugars into alcohol, which is microorganisms act with sugar and starch contains food to get spoiled and preserved, and it makes foods more nutritious and palatable. You can see here in this flow chart, a food like glucose converted to pyruvate, then we adding a microorganisms which is Saccharomyces, Lactobacillus, Aspergillus. Then we can adding these microorganisms, we get a food like bread, wine, beer, cheese and soy sauce. This is the first method in traditional technique. Another method is pickling. Pickling is a method of preserving food in an edible antimicrobial liquid. Pickling has two types. One is chemical pickling, another one is fermentation pickling. What is chemical pickling? You can see here in this picture. This is how a chemical pickling is done. Food is placed in an edible liquid that kills bacteria and other microorganisms. We can say chemical pickling like vinegar, alcohol and other vegetable oil, which is act as a pickling agents in food processing. And another second type is fermentation pickling. Fermentation pickling is a bacteria in the liquid produce organic acid as preservation. We can tell a best example is milk. In milk there is a presence of lactobacillus which gives lactic acid, which act as a preservative. Another method is boiling. Boiling liquid food items kills all the microbes. We used to hear that if we boil a water, it kills all the microorganisms. Why? Because it needs a heat. The microorganisms kills by act with the heat. And next process is sugaring. Sugar is used to preserve foods in an antimicrobial syrup with fruits such as apples, pears, peaches, plums or any crystallized form. Here I added a picture of amla that is preserved by sugaring syrup, that is known as sugaring. And modern technique is nothing but that there is one method which is pasteurization. It is a process for preservation of liquid food. This method was first invented by Louis Pasteur in the year 1862. A best example is milk is heated up to 70 degrees Celsius to kill the bacteria, and it is cooled to 10 degrees Celsius to prevent the growth of remaining bacteria. Then milk is stored in sterilized bottles in cold places. The best example is how we are using in our day-to-day life the milk packets. The milk is a pasteurized milk. And second is food production. Food production is probiotics. Probiotics are live food and supplements used in yogurt and other fermented milk products. The best example is Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium bifidum. These bacteria improve the microbial spectrum in the gut and thus contribute to the following effects like decreases the risk of colon cancer, decreases the cholesterol absorption. The probiotics which is already present in our gut, in that the example of bacteria is lactobacillus, which act against the colon cancer and cholesterol absorption and prevent diarrheal diseases, and it increases the immunity power. And what are the relationship between man and microbes, balances and imbalances and uses? Thousands of bacteria, fungi and other microbes that live in our gut are essential contributors to a good health. Like already I said, there is some microorganisms which gives good health. They break down toxins, manufacture some vitamins, which is, if we take a food, it break down that food and make a nutritious, and it circulate among the body the nutrients to other parts of the body, like it break down the amino acids, fat and all. Gut microbes or the bacteria in human gut, it is the one of the most important allies in our overall health and well-being, and it make different aspects of health are attached to it. You can see us in this picture. In our gut, the microorganisms act giving a good health to the human. And prions. What is the prions? The word prion is derived from proteinaceous infectious particle. You can see us in this picture. This is the structure of prion. Prion have neither DNA, which is deoxyribonucleic acid, and or RNA to transmit infection. Prion is a harmless protein, which is muted form of usually harmless protein. Prions cause diseases by affecting brain or neural tissues. Prions is it is a muted form of harmless protein, but it has effect like a brain or neural tissues, which is Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. This is a Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It is a rare brain disorder that leads to death. Each year, it affects about 1 person in every 1 million people worldwide. And next is virions. You can see us in this picture. This is the structure of virion. Virion is an entire virus particle. This is a virus particle which present outer shell of a virus, which is known as capsid, and inner core of nucleic acid, that is RNA or DNA. If the virus is found outside the cell, that is known as extracellular, that is known as virion. Virion has a capacity to infect the living tissues. This is the structure. It has spikes, projections, virions, which is present in a outer layer and lipid envelope. That this is also a harmful which affects the living tissues. Thank you. I hope you understood.